This is the end of week 1 of the Vancouver Winter Olympics. At Interlife University, we are very proud of our Olympic athlete, Mr. Rackett.
Thanks, Professor.
Why are you back so soon?
My event was cancelled.
I thought we agreed tennis wasn't a Winter Olympic event.
When I arrived, they created the slalom tennis event specially for me.
Why was it cancelled?
The snow melted.
In the winter? In Canada?
Apparently it's always temperate in Vancouver in the winter.
Didn't the IOC know that when they selected Vancouver?
Perhaps the Canadian team didn't tell them.
But we've spent a lot of money on this poster.
That's great, Professor. You can still use it.
That's true. No one will check the Olympics results.
When people see the poster, they'll believe I won.
Exactly. Canada's Own the Podium campaign teaches the power of belief to its athletes.
Yes, that if they believe they'll win, they will.
Are many of them winning yet?
No.
But the director of Canada's Own the Podium campaign promised.
Yes, he said Canada would win more medals than any other country.
How many?
30.
How many have they won after the first week of competition?
8.
How many has Germany won?
13.
The US?
20.
Do you think Canada will catch them up?
Well, they still have another week.
Yes, I see Canadians are saying they always catch up in the second week.
If they believe they'll catch up, they will.
That's a good strategy.
If they want to win.
What do you mean?
When Canadian athletes lose, the media blame them for not wanting to win.
How can that be true after all their years of preparation and sacrifice? Will the Own the Podium people feel a bit silly when Canada doesn't win the most medals?
It won't be the first time. They've been promising Canada would own the podium since the campaign began.
When was that?
6 years ago.
Did they specifically say they would win the most medals?
In a recent interview on YouTube, the Own the Podium director said, "We're gonna kill."
That doesn't seem very sportsmanlike of him. Will the campaign be dropped now, when Canada doesn't win the most medals?
After the first week, the campaign boss is suggesting winning the most medals wasn't its real goal anyway.
Media spin.
Is that a winter sport?
It is now.
The boss says the Own the Podium campaign has been a success because it has trained weak athletes to win the most medals next time.
What about the strong athletes?
When they lose, Canadians forget all about them.
Why do you think Canada's Own the Podium people make these promises?
Perhaps it gets them sponsorship money.
Yes. How are the Canadian athletes sponsored by McDonald's doing?
Pretty well so far.
How many Canadian athletes did McDonald's sponsor?
26.
At the end of the first week, how many have won medals?
1.
Do you think the sponsored athletes ate too many free Big Macs?
Possibly. Because many of the athletes not sponsored by McDonald's have won.
They must be very proud.
Yes, their posters are now hanging in McDonald's restaurants.
What are they doing in the posters?
Holding Big Macs.
What about the McDonald's hopefuls who didn't win medals?
You can find their posters out back of McDonald's restaurants in the dumpsters.